Yeah, this is little Charlie. He is 12 weeks and 1 day old, and he's already a bit of a star and, oh,
Oh.
bored of it all.
In what? Oh, come on, Charlie. You can like look a bit more interested than that, can't you?
Come on, Charlie. This is his screen face, though. He does smile and chat a lot. Oh,
Oh,
no,
oh
baby
dear.
Charlie, come on.
Oh,
He does normally like appearing on the screen. Matthew, I think it must be you.
do
I
you
know he's
think?
a bit tired.
No,
He's just a bit tired, poor little boy.
I think Charlie actually what Charlie wants to do is get a little bit of ICO gossip.
I think he should. Apparently, there's quite a lot of it.
Well, apparently Charlie's quite like his mum in that way. I
He
think
does
we,
like a good chat.
yeah,
He might start talking to us, but I think if we can just keep him happy, that'll
yeah, I
have to
think
do
he
us, I
seems
think, right
okay.
now.
I think we should just explain to everybody watching that Emma and I are very famous in the ICO for being the what could how could we describe it, Emma?
For being fabulous musicians and
Yeah,
great at their jobs.
I mean, everyone's that, aren't they? You know, but
Yeah, I know.
we're really famous for being the people who really know. But actually,
Yeah.
I
Stick their
think,
noses into everyone's business. Is it that what you're trying to say? Yes.
no, actually, though, I think we can reveal this evening to everybody that apparently Emma is the person who really does know.
Yeah,
So
I'll take that.
you it's actually true. Okay, just so
Now
everybody
that now that I've got like ultimate baby brain, I mean, I could get all these stories wrong. We could get all kinds of fabulous, fabulous rumors that just aren't true when I get everything mixed up.
So, what's it like having a baby and being away from the ICO and being away from your parents? I bet, have your parents met him
Oh,
yet?
no, not yet.
No
Nobody's met.
grandparents.
No
No.
grandparents have met him. The only people he's met are our neighbours and a few people distantly on walks. So as you can imagine, everyone in ICO has met my parents because they are great supporters of the orchestra. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're like
And
they're
Charlie
actually.
is actually wearing one of Mary Roach's fabulous creations, which has to be shown off. This beautiful
Fantastic.
hoodie. Look how
Oh
cool it is.
wow.
So he has been spoiled with all manner of knitted garments from his
Yeah.
granny and his Nana Val here in Edinburgh as well. But yeah, it's been hard. He's a proper lockdown baby because he was born the 26th of March, and here in Scotland, the lockdown started on that Monday. So yeah, it has been hard. In some ways, it's been nice because it's just the three of us here, bonding, and but I mean, I miss playing my flute a lot. It feels like the whole world came on maternity leave with me
Oh really?
because yeah, because my last concert that I played was on the 14th of March,
Yeah.
and that was with the RSNO here, and I think that was their last concert as well. So, and then I was the next thing I was supposed to do was the Seraglio, the opera, which
Mm.
sadly didn't happen. And this week we should be off to Würzburg, which pains me to even think about.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about Jorg's amazing birthday video that was just
Yeah, I
released
think
today?
we
Happy
can.
birthday to
Yeah.
Jorg.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
it
yeah.
just it made me cry just seeing everyone, and
Yeah.
just I mean it was funny and it's supposed to be funny and it was brilliant, but it's really hard not seeing anyone, and especially because this little fella, when he was, I think it was just about 4.5 weeks before he was born, we did a lovely project with ICO and Jorg, and we recorded Beethoven 7 and Conbrio. And, I felt like he was part of it. Yes, you're in the recording. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I never thought I'd be playing a Jörg Widman super high piccolo solo. Yeah, with the baby nearly ready to come out of me, it was quite something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great.
But it was quite something because, again, for the people watching, it was one of the most amazing bits of piccolo playing.
Oh,
Just,
Matthew, thank you.
yeah, but it was. I can remember it so clear. Can't you? Everyone was like really thrilled in the session, weren't they? Just that.
Yeah, I was dreading it, but actually, you know what? I think tip for any budding piccolo players. If you're heavily pregnant, it actually kind of helps because you have this bit of, yes, you have this bit of extra support going on because all your muscles are are working. And also the amazing thing is, I'm sure I have to talk to other wind players about this, but so when you're pregnant, your rib cage expands to make room for all the organs being pushed higher up in your body. So I couldn't figure out why the last few gigs I did, you'd kind of think your breathing would get shallower and it'd get harder to play for a longer time without taking breath. But I found it was the opposite. And I worked a lot when I was pregnant, and I was doing a Peter and the Wolf, a wind quintet version of Peter and the Wolf, like just to make life easy on myself. And the oboe player said to me, God, your breaths are huge. Like, how is that happening? So I think it was just the expanding ribcage thing. So, there's another tip if you want to get a gig coming up with long breaths, just time it for when you're heavily pregnant and you'll be fine.
I'll remember that one. Yep.
Yeah.
And so you've got little Charlie and you're there with Paul, and not only did you have a baby just around lockdown, but how long was it before you moved into your new flat?
Oh yeah, well we moved in. I found out I was pregnant in August, and at the start of August, and we moved in at the end of August, and then the DIY was happening the whole way through. The kitchen was finished. I mean, Paul, my partner Paul, is an amazing man in many ways. I've been very lucky, and he built our kitchen for us single-handedly, and it was finished I think about 2 weeks before Charlie was born. So
Oh my God.
it's
Wow.
ongoing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been all systems go. But like Paul is a musician as well, and he was going to New York to play concerts for a few weeks. He was scheduled to do that just after Charlie was born, and of course that didn't happen. So it would have been very much as we miss the amazing opportunities of travel and stuff, that this has all changed. It's been really nice just to have Mammy and Daddy and baby all together for so
Yeah.
long uninterrupted.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like everybody, like, the time has flown, and how
Yeah.
has this even happened? And I think that seems to happen to people anyway when they have wee people to look after.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a bit surreal. The whole thing is just
But
surreal.
I suppose also there must be a sense as well for you that you're actually not missing anything,
Yeah.
because nothing's really, you're not, the ICO isn't happening.
Yeah.
We're not there without you.
Yeah, yeah, that would be really hard actually. If you're all heading off to Germany and I was sitting at home watching the photos of the amazing hall in Würzburg come rolling in, that would be tough to take. But
Yeah. Yeah.
um yeah, and I was worried. I think any woman who's a freelancing musician is worried when they get pregnant and have a baby, because there unfortunately still are a lot of old-fashioned attitudes. Yes, Charlie, that's right. You give out about that. A lot of old-fashioned attitudes, and people think you should just not do anything for months and months. So I was worried about how it would affect my career, and sure, the whole world is not working as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. As you can see, he's incredibly cute baby,
Yeah.
as every mammy thinks. And he's been pretty well behaved. He sleeps a reasonable amount. Yeah.
He's
And
very
he is,
sweet.
despite his current appearance, he is a very smiley, chatty baby. So, he's good fun to have around as well. Yes, you are.
And how does he respond to the flute?
He loves it actually.
Does he?
Yeah, he loves it. I was playing one of my pupils. I've been teaching away from home the whole time. And one of my pupils asked if I could write out the music to. It's from a Studio Ghibli film. It's called The Path of the Wind. It's a beautiful little tune. And so I was trying to work it out, playing along with a clip of the film, and he just started smiling. He just loved it,
Oh,
absolutely loved it. And he loves all. When I was pregnant, he always seemed to love low sounds better. I remember
right. Yeah.
sitting with a bass clarinet behind me playing bottom notes. It was in a Mahler symphony, and I think I was about maybe 7 or 8 months pregnant. And every time he heard this bottom, it was a bottom C sharp right behind me, he would just do this like little happy little wiggle. And Paul plays the trombone, so he gets a lot of low trombone notes. He's just used to noise in his life now, I
Yeah.
think. So, but he definitely does. He perks up. He gives a little that whenever he hears the flute.
Yeah.
So it's lovely. I love it.
Well, Emma, thank you so much.
Oh my God, we've talked for so long already.
It goes so quickly. That's it
Yeah.
really does. But thank you so much for taking the time this evening, and
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Matthew.
Charlie. And we look forward to you coming to Ireland to see us all.
Yeah, you can't
And
wait. Hopefully it won't be too long.
yeah, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Matt. It's lovely to see you. What a nice chat to have.